Welcome back. Today we will talk about quest guards and quest gates in a bit more detail. We already explained all the settings in the previous video. So the difference between quest guard and quest gates, as we probably mentioned, once you complete a quest and finish it, the quest guard disappears, but the quest gate stays in place and you have to finish the quest each time you pass through it. Let's start with the basic usages of quest guard and quest gates. We have, let's make a corridor. So this is the most common use of quest guards as a way block, as a path block. And there's multiple ways to set up this kind of block. You can also use quest gates. There's a bit difference, but we will go through it. The most common ways to set up this kind of block is mostly using either artifacts, resources, or defeating specific heroes or monsters. If you want to make a one-way gate that is only openable, a one-way guard that is only openable from one side but not from the other, the easiest way is to do this is have a creature, let's say a pikeman here, and have a quest to defeat this pikeman. This quest guard will block everything from the right, can only be opened from the left. If you use the quest gate instead of a quest guard, you can always pass through, but the AI can't if you also have it set up for this pikeman. Now let's talk a bit about remote gates and guards. Let's say we will have something like this. We can turn off also the possibilities so we can see the terrain blocks. We can also do it in. Let's say you have a quest card here and you want to activate it remotely. This is most easily done via some artifact pickup or a resource, or again slaying some creature. So it doesn't have to be next to the guard, you can have it remotely. The issue with using artifacts, this one, is if you have random artifacts on the map and don't pay attention, you can randomly find the artifact required for this quest guard. This can be avoided if you, in the map specifications, if you remove the artifact from the pool. With the resource, I recommend using obscene numbers that you wouldn't get normally. You can use like 9,000 ore, for example, and set up the quest for 9,000 ore, which you will probably not get normally that high amount, but in some maps you can achieve this amount, so this wouldn't be usable. Lastly, you can do the pikeman. Just be careful if the AI slays the pikeman or any other creature, you will not be able to pass through, but that is the case for resources and artifacts also. Now let's do a bit of circuitry. Let's say we want to have a passage that allows the AI to walk through only after you passed a certain point. Well, there's multiple ways to do it. You can have a timed gate, this one, that will release the AI after 2 months, for example. But this is not related to your gameplay, like to your movement. So the easiest way for movement detection is using something like this. And we can move this down. This is the easiest setup for movement detection. I will explain how it works. You can have like terrain here. This kind of crossroads. If you have a player on one side and a player on the other side, let's say this guy is stuck here and you want him to be able to move away only after you pass through. So you set up these gates for a red player. And same here. And same here. You can also copy the gates with the same setting. We can show it here. We will have a blue gate here. And we can copy it. So the AI will not be able to pass through because they cannot pass either through these gates, because they're for the red player, or this guard. So once you pass through, because you can go to the left gate, pick up the guard, and go on your way to the right, the AI will be able to, after that, go through like this. So this is the easiest way to set up a movement detection. Another useful circuit is when you want, when you have a hero and you want him to progress with and reset his army, no matter what he had. So you will have something like this. And you will have to use down for that. We want red, but it doesn't really matter. Let's say there's a down. And we want to have some creature here. Doesn't really matter, you can put them to max. And you want to have, let's make this only one way block. And we want a hero. And for example, 1000 gems. Using this setup, you can have a gate that allows you to progress only by using all your army. The hero will go here, pick up the gems. The gems will be the condition for this gate. You will have 1000 gems. And this will be only for this specific hero, which is Edric. So this will be gate for Edric. No, be a specific hero. Edric. So the only way to progress a setup like this is by picking up the gems, then retreating on the Aether Dragons. You probably want to have a slower creature so the hero can retreat. he will be able to rebuy himself in the town, make sure it has a tavern, and then he can complete this quest, and it must be the same hero, otherwise we would be able to buy any other hero and move past. So he will pick up the gems, retreat at dragons, buy himself at the town, complete the quest and go on, and he will basically reset his army and be able to progress. I will show you a different quest guide setup in one of my maps. So in this case, I have a hero, a starting hero, but I want the player to be able to only move with one of these 3 heroes that are randomly generated. So I have 1 crystal. The player can choose either of these 3, but they only have 1 crystal, so they can only choose one of these. Then I have 1 mercury, and this is a quest gate for Tyrus, which is the starting hero. And this will be for the mercury. There is sulfur, and this is a quest gate for the sulfur. What it does, the Tyrus needs to go in this space to pick up the sulfur so the other hero can progress, but she cannot go back out because she doesn't have another mercury. So she will be stuck here, and the new hero will be able to progress. This is just an example of a quest circuit you could do in your map. Now, so we don't talk only in the editor, but also show it in game, I will show the quest system in the first map I've shown you. As you can see, we have 3 random heroes. You can choose one using the crystal gates. You can choose any one of these, but the others will be locked. Let's pick Beatrice, for example. Now to pass to the next area, I need to pick up the sulfur. Only Tyrus can come here. I cannot go to the bottom till I pick up the sulfur, so Tyrus has to go inside, and she cannot go back in. Make sure the sulfur is not right next to the gate, otherwise you can pick it up standing in the gate and go back out. So she has to pick up sulfur, so I can pass through. There's a bunch of other ways to set up gates, guards in the circuits. I will give example from different of my maps. In this case, I have a remote gate for 100 crystal, which is here, and the hero that has to pass. And this gate is here because the hero will come here with a cannon, and I want to get rid of the cannon. So there's a prison here with some other hero, which the quest gate here is for him, and he will pass with 100 mercury, which is here, so he cannot go back. And there's a wolf, but the hero has he doesn't have spellbook, and he only has 1 archer, so he will need a cannon to defeat this hellhound to be able to pick up the crystal. So the other hero, which will come from the right, will be able to complete this crystal gate and pass through. So using gates, I can remove a cannon or a ballista from a hero. Now I show you a quest gate system that that I made a mistake in, so you can maybe learn from me. This was focus on this part here. This was my attempt on a movement detection circuit before I discovered the 4-gate setup. So I have a prison here, which has a hero sacrifice, which will only be able to move through here. Pick up the one wood that is here. Another hero will come from the left here. Ignore this quest gate. So the idea was that there's a quest for one of my heroes. This will give me one ore, which will allow me to pass through the bottom gate. The issue was also the hero would start moving once he defeated the sacrifice. So how it would go? One of my heroes would come here, pick up the prison. The prison hero has no choice but to go to the top, pick up the ore in the quest. Bottom hero will go at the bottom. He will need the ore. As you can see, it's dark. He will go on his way. The AI should start moving because there's the hero that cannot escape because we don't have any wood. So he should kill him and start moving. And some of you might probably guess an issue with this system. If you send the prison hero at the top here, pick up the ore and just resign him, send him away. This hero cannot kill him, so he cannot progress. So this is an example of a failed system. So I hope I showed you a much better one. So those were just some examples of how you can use the quest gates and quest guards. We can release this. So I hoped you will be able to come up with your own systems that suit your needs. And if you have, again, any questions, you can ask in the comments. And to leave it off, I will share an Easter egg. If you have a quest for resource, the sulfur is actually misspelled here. It's sulfur. So with that, I'll leave it here. Hope you again learned something and see ya in the next video.